Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sandiko Sasi. Today, I'll present our research. The title is about accelerating and optimizing digital businesses through IT governance. The introduction. As you know, IT now has become a critical medium to realize the sustainability of company performance. These circumstances brings the complexity of managing such businesses to family companies. Manage digital businesses in separateness and exclude integrated IT services. Still oriented towards seniority, temporary IT investment do not have a transparent and precise mapping of their maturity level and are not interlinked. The previous research, there is a lackness of obstacles in current and previous studies. It is particularly noted that the success of marketing product online via digital businesses required IT governance related capabilities. The simplicity of accelerating and optimizing digital businesses is powerfully influenced by maturity values of IT governance. A research problem of this study is to discover the extent of maturity value of IT governance and assure the acceleration and optimization of applying application portfolio of IT services in digital family businesses. And then, as a basis for recognizing the implication of managerial aspect and recommending a proposed platform model of IT governance for family companies. The purpose of this research is to ensure that all IT processes can provide smooth operation with acceleration and optimization capabilities of implementing a portfolio of IT service application in managing digital businesses for family companies. The research population covered all family companies which have recently managed their digital businesses for 5 years in West Kalimantan. Primary data were obtained 102 respondents and processed with Likert scale to a random sampling technique. Following this in-depth interview with 5 key informants were applied to a validated previous answer. In order to determine maturity level of IT processes, we used COVID 4.1 framework, and the calculation results were mapped by referring to round index scale. And we can see the table, level of maturity model, the lowest is non-existing, and the highest, the 5 stage, is called optimized. Maturity level of pan-organized, we call it PO domain. They have a 10 processes, and the lower score or lower value is about management of quality. The score is 2.287, and the highest score we can see determination of IT direction, and the score is 3.327, and we can see of these processes they don't have achieved the maturity level expectation is a 4th level. The management should formulate manual procedure of quality management, establish standard indicator of developing application portfolio of IT services, job standardization procedure, develop standardized quality assessment, evaluate IT service regularly, formulate procedure of recruiting IT human resources, boost IT human resources quality, and ensure the role and function of IT in accordance with the description of position. And next, for the maturity level of delivery and support, or we call it DS domain, they have 13 processes, and the lowest scores is education and training of user. The score is 2.238, and the highest score, we can see this table, is a data management. I call it DS11, data management. The score is 3.863. We can see all of this score from the current maturity result. They cannot achieve the maturity level expectation. We point the 4th level. It is recommended that capabilities and levels of information services are determined, information service framework related to internal and external parties are established, and type of business information service are explained. Additionally, criteria and availability of information services, as well as agreement and readiness based on information service level, should be included. The study result become positive contribution to the management of family companies. It is particularly noted the digital businesses model are immensely depend on the abilities to plan, organize, deliver, and support the acceleration and optimization of utilizing application portfolio of IT services to fulfill consumer needs. The conclusion outcomes shows that PO10, PO9, PO8, PO7, PO2, DS1, DS2, DS5, and DS7 are IT processes with lowest maturity value, and the second level, we call it repeatable but intuitive. Here, PO8 is management of quality, and DS7 education and training of user are those with the latest value. The score is 2.287 and 2.238. The circumstances reflect that the focus of family companies in managing the quality and reliability of resources and the field of IT is neglected. For the future study, we can include acquire and implement, or we call EI, and monitor and evaluate MA domains to provide for estimating company re-engineering through the combination and relationship among IT processes, each IT domain managing digital businesses. This is all our content, our research, and thank you everybody. Good afternoon.